So this is the flexion belt. The flexion belt. The thing about back pain, okay, when we're talking about back pain, what I've learned is there's two very important, well, two main ideas or concepts, okay, which is the reason I came up with the name the flexion belt. Now, flexion is very simple. Again, we're talking about back pain. The two main concepts of back pain is, or if we could talk about poses, right? Yoga poses is very simple. So you got the flexion position, flexion and extension. Extension, right? That's extension. So you got flexion, flexion, and you got extension. Extension, cobra position, or whatever. So, which is better, flexion or extension? Yes, both, right? So for back pain, I believe it's both. Now, but today we're talking about the flexion belt. So I've been using this for a good 5 years now. I came up with the idea. Now, the company that makes this for me is actually a company called Formatica. My name is Stuart, by the way, Stuart from Montreal, Canada. The company that makes this for me is Formatica. You can check them out. I'll put a link in the comment and the description of my below. And they make therapeutic products. So the quality of this belt is like, it's really fantastic. So let's get into it. Let's get into it right away and I'll show you how exactly do we use the flexion belt. Now, the first thing we do, it comes in a nice package like this, right? So the first thing we want to do is find the size that we're going to be using it for, okay? And once we adjust it, once we get the size, it's going to stay like that forever. Now, let me explain what I'm talking about, okay? So basically, we got the Velcro there. It's all Velcro, by the way, right? See the Velcro, and this the inside, you could attach it anywhere there. You see how it's like really high quality material, right? Now, so the first thing we want to do is just get a rough idea. There's different sizes, but the main one is one size fits all kind of thing, right? The first thing we want to do, right? Even just by doing that, you kind of see what I'm getting at. Now, the next thing I want to talk about, the next thing we do, just for an example, is even just beginning with one leg, right? Okay, is especially for people that do yoga, or and by the way, the reason that I mention flexion belt flexion is that being in that position is known to alleviate back pain, right? Being in this position, right? Now, so you see what I mean? Why? You could do that, that's fine. Doing this at home, I'm not a yoga teacher or anything. When I was demonstrating this and putting it in, people would say, "Hey, that's the yoga guy." You know, I have nothing to do. I love yoga, I do yoga, but this being in this, so you see what I'm trying to say? You could do that, right? You could do that, and I don't want to say waste your energy, or you could have the belt keep you in that position. So you see what I mean? So the part here that's more like kind of like that, that's the part that's the part actually go. Actually, it doesn't really make a difference. Now, that's the part that'll go there. So, again, so what we do, even by beginning with your one leg, and then you see how easy that was for me. That'll keep. And already, I've been doing this for over 5 years, and the first time that I used it, I made it with a more flimsy material. But the first time that I did it, I actually had like a bed sheet, and I tied 2 bed sheets. And the first time I did that, it's like, oh wow, I could feel it, right? Now the next thing, so for me, I'm going to put it a bit tighter, so what we do, I'm just going to make it a bit more tighter, right? Just like that. And once you find the size that's good for you, like it'll just stay like the Velcro. That's not even a football player could rip that apart, right? Okay, so again, try with even just one leg, and you can just do it. And then after that, I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes on the sofa how I use it on the sofa. And so then now, so what we do now, again, it basically, you could do it on the floor, or I'll show you another fun thing that kind of like what I'm trying to, is like imagine like somebody could pick you up now, right? And throw you into outer space. And you're just floating around, right? And you know what I'm trying to say, right? So now, and what I used to do is actually, the first time I tried it, you could actually have fun with it. You could even do it like that, right? You've seen this, especially if you're a yoga person, right? Yoga people, they'll do it like that. But as I was saying before, why should I do it like that when I could have something that's holding me in the position? So that's the amazing thing about it. And even sometimes I used to do it even on my bed, right? Lying down on my bed like that. And but the thing with that is like you're on one side or the other. But so on the floor is a bit more yoga-ish, right? But if you have a yoga mat, right, that's great. This is actually called in yoga Pavana Muktasana pose, something like that. Pavana Muktasana. That's the pose. But again, like I know I'm repeating myself, but why? Imagine me without the belt. I gotta hold my knees, but I got the belt holding me like that. So like I said before, imagine somebody could pick me up now, throw me into outer space, and I'm just floating around like that. Now, what I want to do now is jump straight onto the sofa, show you how I use it. 90% of the time, how I use it at home is that simple. I got a nice sofa chair at home. I'm at my friend's studio. How now if you got a sofa like this, 90% of the time I use it on my sofa chair, and I watch television just like that, or it's actually, it could be a bit better in the corner like that. Oh, Martin's cat there. So you see like that. That's it. That's all. And it keeps you in this position. And the next thing I want to show you about this is once you've got your size, like this is the perfect size. Like I said, you can take it on and off. It'll stay like that. Again, it'll stay like that forever. Actually, it could be a bit more tighter. I'm going to make it a tad more tighter. And that could be an exercise in itself. If you make it a bit more tighter, it could be another exercise in itself. Because there's some people that can't even get into that pose. So, see, I make it super tight. Oh, kind of slipped there. I'll make it super tight. And give it, so it'll give me more of a struggle to get in there. And then it's like, nice. And I'll just stay like that for whatever, 10, 20 minutes, right? relax. Now the next thing I want to show you is also, once you're in this position, you kind of use the sides there, and even by giving it a little tug, it kind of, you feel it right down to the back. So my name is Stuart. Thanks for watching. Again, the flexion belt for back pain. You got flexion and extension. Flexion keeps you in depth, and extension, which is actually another video that I'm going to be making. I got a sofa chair in my basement, and I'll show you in the next video. A similar concept, right? But instead of why should I do this extension, which is fine, right? People do that again in yoga, and again, it's known to alleviate back pain, being in this position, right? Everybody, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm going to show you in a couple of minutes the next video in my basement. I got a chair. I can't really do it here, but it's amazing. This chair keeps me in that position, right? So again, thanks for watching. Flexion belt.